Let the celebration begin.
There's a new aura over Bryant Stadium, a new air of anticipation that doesn't come from Lakeland's latest state championship football title. It isn't centered around the legacy of their longtime winning coach.
73-year-old Bill Castle, a champion again.
It derives from something much smaller than all that, an idea that rippled under the bow of the mighty Dreadnaught. It was September 28th, midway through last season, when the team faced the Bartow Yellow Jackets and the Dreadnaught wave crested for the first time.
Well wishes from our Dreadnaught family to you.
At the end of the first quarter, the announcer announces that we are going to stand, light your cell phones, and we are going to wave to the pediatric unit on the 6th floor of the Carol Jenkins Pavilion. And they're in their windows with their cell phones, kids are waving, parents are waving, and we're all waving back. It's just quite an emotional experience, actually.
I thought it was awesome. We all stayed just so we could see that happen, because it was amazing. But seeing the fans join in with the team, and both teams and the cheerleaders, was just, didn't expect that. To see just how they looked up to the children and did their lights, and it was like a tear moment.
It's fun to look back at the stadium and see all the fans with their lights and, everybody waving up to the stands. It's a great moment in the heat of the battle of a football game where everybody comes together for something other than football. Everybody's received it and everybody's really enjoys it, and we've just been fortunate that this has been a part of our program. Our players, they've really bought into it. They really enjoy going up to the hospital, visiting the children right there, engaging with those kids. And it's two things. If they can make one kid smile and give him a brief moment of forgetting about his problems, it's really worth it. But I think the players get as much or more out of it in seeing those kids and realizing how, they've been blessed, and it's just been a great part of our program.
I think that having to see people hospitalized is a humbling experience in a lot of ways. And these young men are growing up and learning what real life is all about. And I think that this is, a great lesson for them to see how impactful a positive attitude and a positive influence on people can be. And you can really see it in the looks on the kids' faces and just in the interaction with the families.
Whether they're a big-time wide receiver scoring touchdowns or whatever they're doing on the field, they always say one of their best memories was being able to go to the pediatric unit and see those kids. And for whatever phenomena it is, whatever 3 players we take up to that pediatric unit, they have the game of their life that night. And they say they're playing for the kids. It's really touching to them. Some of them have had to be patients in the pediatric unit before, but they really make a connection with those kids, and they see those kids struggling with feeding tubes and surgeries, and so they just want to come out and play harder for them. And they really are very touched. It's kind of an emotional thing for them to be able to go up there, see those kids and say, don't worry, I'm gonna get one for you tonight, be watching. And those kids will stand in the window the whole game, watching the game. They make a connection with those kids.
Well, everyone in town is such a huge fan of the football team, so there's an air of excitement within the pediatric unit. Any distraction that can take away from some of the scary stuff that our pediatric patients are dealing with, I think is just a great way for the community to help support our children.
If you'd like to participate in Lakeland's newest tradition, you can join the wave as the Dreadnaughts open their season against the Kissimmee Osceola Cowboys. When a few pint-sized fans, some too young to hold a ball, can cheer, knowing the first score is for them. To see the team's complete schedule, visit lakelandfootball.com.